On June 20th, 2019, Thailand's Ministry of Industry, in collaboration with the ASEAN Business Advisory Council, or ASEAN-BAC, have jointly organized the ASEAN Symposium on Industrial Transformation to Industry 4.0 in Bangkok. The objectives of this symposium are to exchange ideas, suggest recommendations, and take lessons learned from professionals in leading agencies in ASEAN countries in order to enhance industry by using technology, innovation, and digitalization in the Industrial Transformation 4.0 era. Also, to scale up the efficiency of production, logistics, and upskilling the labor force in response to demand from ASEAN and global businesses. The Ministry of Industry will take the summary from this symposium to develop guidelines for ASEAN industrial transformation to Industry 4.0 to the ASEAN Summit at the end of 2019. At the opening session, Mr. Ittachai Yotsi from the Ministry of Industry and Mr. Arinjira from ASEAN-BAC gave the opening remarks and keynote speech.
I would like to express my warmest regards and welcome all distinguished guests here to Bangkok. I am also confident that with the ASEAN spirit and goodwill, our commitment will continue to be realized and succeed in the coming year.
And I think most important of all in the human capital development is for us to have good research and development program within the human empowerment, because we are going to find, if we have good research and development, we're going to find new jobs that you would never have imagined.
The symposium had 4 key concepts, which are: first, partnerships in moving forward to ASEAN 4.0. The symposium talked about how Germany transformed to Industry 4.0 by using technology and modern industrial systems for smart work systems and human-machine collaboration.
When it comes to smart work systems, when it comes to, for example, augmented reality applications in the assembly process, so how to make use of AR, virtual reality applications in order to make the work in the company more efficient and more easy.
Second, the role of the governments in creating public policies that move ASEAN industrial transformation forward to Industry 4.0. All ASEAN country members need to give precedence to being the center of the world manufacturing industry. Even Singapore focuses on the perception and making practical use of Industry 4.0 in local businesses since 2017 by using the Singapore Industry Readiness Index, or SSIRI.
Singapore Smart Industry Readiness Index. So no matter what sector you are from or which part of the Industry 4.0 journey you are from, you can take the assessment and then find out which part of the journey you are on and what you need to do to scale up.
The Malaysian government has made the Industry Forward Readiness Assessment Guidelines for SMEs to assess their readiness. All these measures are means to adjust to Industry 4.0. The ASEAN Secretariat, which is an international organization, has given priority to accommodate the changes in technology and innovation in Industry 4.0 that impact economics, politics, and society in this region. The third key summary is the roles of the private sector in empowering workforce development to keep abreast of changes in technology and innovation. There were discussions about the growth of new businesses from Industry 4.0 that use robots and automation to compensate for the lack of manpower. It is found that China and Germany have had to do reskilling and upskilling to facilitate the growth of manufacturing using robots and automation. A bilateral study is needed to develop knowledge and human skills in harmony with the needs of the enterprises.
We need to consider invest quite a lot in training. In training, I think that's in education. I think, and also working with local universities. That's what we do. So basically, we built the curriculum with the technical universities, and that when they graduate, they know.
The afternoon session started with a special event. 2 startups made pitches. One company talked about research and material requirements from European factories with mass customization and manufacturing for new generations in the neighborhood by using ASEAN connections and a free trade area.
You come from a very good country in Asian country. You have to remind yourself that you have got a really good raw material. It's not about you create the new technologies to beat us, but take the technologies to enhance your raw materials, not selling the finishing products. Try to find the best technologies for you yourself, and then try to sell that technologies to them.
We hope that small but unified can move faster and become the largest in the world. And Asian countries, we are small countries, right? But we are altogether 600 million people. We are 2/3 of China. So we should be big in the future if we can join force.
The final panel discussion discussed a public-private and academic partnership to bring advanced technologies and innovation to industry to stimulate adoption and diffusion of innovation and technologies involving Industry 4.0 through promoting the sharing of information, experience, and best practices in devising and implementing policies, especially innovation in building policies and mechanisms to promote Industry 4.0.
You will see that in the last 15 years, it is growing exponentially because there is a convergence of technologies. This convergence is extremely important because it's very disruptive for innovation.
This will lead into industrial change, such as the fragmentation of the global value chain. Manufacturers can be part of the manufacturing chain through their own research and development, technology and innovation, followed by cooperation between the private sector with research or academic institutes to invent and develop technology and innovations in the form of sharing an open innovation and ecosystem model.
But it is very important in this era of fourth industrial revolution to think about the open innovation model in ecosystem building, because fourth industrial revolution puts high premium on creativity and innovation. And if we go beyond that, people are talking about this triple helix model, and this is stakeholders platform. Very important that all these 3 stakeholders are working together: universities, industry, government.
The Ministry of Industry has proposed the declaration of the ASEAN Industrial Revolution to Industry 4.0 to adapt to the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Hereby, the conclusion from the symposium will be vital information to define the next step of ASEAN to push forward the mechanism of ecosystems for factories of ASEAN by promoting an open innovation and ecosystem model for partnerships for economic and social sustainable growth in the Fourth Industry Revolution.